Hello everyone, and welcome to the Social Studies Content Specialty Test Review Guide. This guide is on Schoology, and this brief video will help you understand how to go through the guide and to do really well on the Content Specialty Test in Social Studies. The reason why we chose Schoology for this particular guide is because Schoology is a really great tool used by many schools to facilitate both online learning, blended class learning. Really could be a learning management system for a middle school and a high school, even for some upper elementary grades. So rather than just producing a website, it'd be nice to kind of actually show you a tool being used by many school districts across the area and across the country, and a tool that perhaps you would yourself like to become familiar with. It is free, so you can actually create an account for free, and you can create an account either as a teacher or a student. It doesn't really matter, and join this course. But if you create a teacher account, you can experiment and create courses and build modules and build units and add assessments and quizzes. So I hope this will be a nice model for you on how Schoology can function as a learning tool. All right, so to start off the bat, we have this introduction page, and this gives you just a general sense of the field test for social studies. The test design, how long it is, the various modules in the test, the percentages, the scoring, the minutes, and so forth. So definitely read through that. Okay. So when you're on Schoology, when you're in a page, you can always click at the top here to get back to the main section. Okay. Now we have all the different ranges that divide into folders for you. So there's 7 major areas that are on this particular assessment. Okay. And all the folders are very similar in their setup. So we'll click on United States History. You'll see that there's an introduction piece, a folder of review videos, some review outlines, review vocabulary, a quiz that gives some practice questions in this area, and a discussion. Now the discussions are kind of nice. You can post anything you like here, and depending on how many people are in this module or in this course at the same time, a great place to kind of share ideas, share concerns, share issues. So feel free to use this as a nice tool to sort of get some ideas with other colleagues. Okay, so I'll go back up to the top here, and if you click on the other modules like global history, they're very similar setup. Now there is some variance at the bottom here. When we get into social studies literacy, similar review videos and links, a quiz, and then the last module, a little bit different. Give you the complete test design framework, some sample selected response questions, okay, which are just multiple choice questions. Then there's this folder for the actual written section, so you can click on that. It gives you a sample question, sample response, and the scoring criteria. And I'll click back to the main folder there, and again another discussion. Okay, so let's take a look at one of the modules in more detail. We'll go to the U.S. History module. And the introduction piece is, again, just gives you an overview of what the performance indicators are, what time frames you're looking at, particular aspects they're going to assess you on. Okay. And if we click on the folders, let's take a look at review videos. Now within this folder are many review videos. You can watch them right within the viewer. So if you wanted to watch this, you could. Or you can kick it out to a larger screen or to a YouTube site. Okay, and these are embedded right on the page for you. So these go on, and there's many review videos. They're about 10 minutes length a piece to give you some general insights into United States history. Okay, let's click out of here. Now we can go to review outlines. Now within this folder, again, there's many little outlines here for you for United States history. So let's click on one of the titles here. And these are all PDF files for the most part. Great little outline that you can go through to give you some great review material for United States history. And if you really want to view it in a separate tab, you could here, or you could download the file and save it somewhere else as well if you like to. Okay, so those are the review outlines. Now we have review vocabulary. In this section, there's a lot of great vocabulary, and this embedded from a site called Quizlet. You click on here to get right to the Quizlet site. You can go through these cards individually. You can scan through them. You can flip them around and so forth. Okay. You can shuffle them. You can play the audio on them. You can flip them back and forth, which is really kind of nice. Okay. And you can star them. You could also choose a study mode. There are some games and some tests and some flashcards. And again, this is a great tool to use with students. So when you're in your own classroom, don't forget Quizlet is a great vocabulary building tool. There's a lot of in-class games you can play with Quizlet. So there's a bunch of embedded cards here for your use, for review. Okay, then you can take the quiz. All right, so you click in here for the quiz, and you can take it over and over again as many times as you like. And there's also a discussion here again to post any issues or concerns. All right, so that's the basic way all of the folders function. So have fun, take your time with this, and there should be a lot of great resources here to help you do really well on this content specialty test. All right, have a great day, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.